the European Security Academy on the outskirts of Poznan in Poland. It's the biggest security training centre outside the United States. And it's where increasing numbers of Britain's latest recruits to the world of armed private security come to train. John Geddes is former SAS. After leaving the military, he became a private security contractor. He now runs one of Britain's largest training companies and brings the students here to Poland as part of the course. Around a fifth of those he trains come from Scotland.
Ronin Concepts is a broad spectrum security company. Our main bread and butter work is close protection training for the emerging industry at the moment.
Every month, dozens of recruits are trained by him. Almost all are serving soldiers looking to leave the forces and get into private security.
First thing we'll do is 5 rounds from a standing position.
The bulk of the course takes place in Hereford, but because of UK firearms legislation, the final week is here in Poland, where the students undergo intensive close protection weapons training. It's a skill which requires a different mindset from that of a soldier.
It's getting them out of the habit of an aggressive stance, going into a combat role, and giving them the mindset of being in a defensive situation where the priority is to get your client out of the ambush area and back home safe. Advance. The Army fund these guys to come and do this course right from day one. That's the individual's choice whether to go for a course that just covers the executive protection or a company like us that covers both. The essence of this kind of training is they go into civilian life into a direction which suits their psychology. Nice tight formation. Advance.
Of all the students on John's course, 85% will have the bill paid for them by the government. It's part of their resettlement programme to prepare them for civilian life.
With your principal, get them in a diamond formation and move out.
It means that as the military sheds jobs, the government is actually funding the transfer of soldiers into the private security sector.
See that round is? Yeah. Right in the centre.
What kind of money can you expect to earn in a day?
You're probably looking at between, depending where you're working and in what part of the world, £150, £300 a day.
How does that compare to a military pay?
Well, if you're a private soldier, you're probably on 16 and 17 grand a year. So if you've got guys that have been in 5 or 6 years in the military, even as lance corporals, they're still going to make more money doing hostile environment work in Afghanistan or Iraq.
As private security contractors?
Yeah, without a doubt. And that's why a lot of guys are getting out.
I'm in the Marines, serving a 4-5 commando up North Broth. I've been there 8 years now, all my career. Once I've done this course and got my licence, I'm going to try and put in for early release. Get out as quick as I can, get out of the military and then hopefully get a good contract.
In only a matter of weeks, John's students will be providing protection in some of the world's most hostile areas. It's now time for the men to put into practice what they've been taught.
Move right! Move right! Left right! Left left! Left left! Left left! See? Move. Nice and tight. Keep it tight. Go, 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 go!
God. Oh my God. Just get my breath back. That's awful. Loud. It's so loud you can't concentrate on anything. And I wasn't even firing the guns. And the one thing you have to keep telling yourself is this is a training exercise. And nobody's firing back. Oh.
The government has to make 20,000 soldiers redundant, so paying for men like these to retrain is a clever move. It means the military gets the job cuts it wants, and the private sector the government relies on so heavily gets an even larger pool of highly trained contractors.